choose 4 chess positions to explain why you lose at chess. But there is a twist. Each position has a surprise in it. Position number 1. As you can see here, black is doing extremely poorly, right? This bishop is totally pinned by the queen and the rook. You cannot move this bishop, otherwise the queen is actually taking the rook. The knight is attacking the bishop. And you're thinking, this bishop is totally gone on the next move. Here is the thing. We're totally obsessed with obvious moves in chess, and we have to be very careful. We love to analyze long variations and seeing, okay, I cannot move this one, otherwise he's gonna take. And you start thinking, what happens if I actually give this rook while moving actually my bishop? The GM with black ended up actually resigning here in this exact position, thinking there is no way I can save my bishop. But I told you that every position has a twist. You may have seen it, depends on your level, that black is totally winning. Black is actually not losing this piece. But if you keep focusing on the fact that there is a pin, you're not gonna see what is around it. And here, it's very simple. It's an immediate win for black after this crazy move, bishop g1. What you're doing is that you're threatening checkmate with the queen here on this square. But by moving the bishop that was here, now this rook is attacking this one. Of course, the queen can take, but then you're simply taking, and this is the end of the game. But you're thinking, okay, I can move the queen somewhere. If you go with the queen here, it's very simple. There is the rook behind it, so you lose the rook and the game, because also, you know, there is a threat for a checkmate again on the first rank. So you see how, if you focus on the wrong thing, you may just not see what is just under your nose, actually. In this position, Capablanca is playing with the white pieces, and he played a move that you will see is a blunder, and everybody would play this move thinking if the rook takes the rook, we take back and we win the queen. And here, his opponent resigned, thinking he was totally lost. He couldn't find any move. And the reason that he gave, and you have to be extremely careful, and that's the point of this exercise, we respect too much people who have a higher rating than us. And here his opponent said, I couldn't expect Capablanca to make this kind of mistake, and that's the reason why I resigned. He didn't even look for a way to actually destroy this move. He just considered that it was a brilliant move because it's Capablanca playing it. But it turns out that after rook takes, sacrificing the rook here, there's absolutely nothing in the position, which is pretty crazy. If the rook takes rook, you just take the queen, and there is nothing. If you take the queen, the rook takes, and this is a draw. This is a draw. Here, after this move, obviously if the queen is taking the rook, you just take this one, because now the queen that was here actually is not protecting the rook. So you created, by this sacrifice with the rook, this one, you create a deviation of this queen that is not protecting this one anymore. And the rook is actually taking a pawn. So this is amazing. That's the lesson of this position. I'm gonna say, you respect too much people who are rated higher than you. Everybody makes mistakes. In this position, the theme of this exercise, and another reason why you lose in chess, is because you go in very deep variations. And trust me, people, masters and grandmasters, are calculating way less than you because they want to make sure that every single move is actually viable. Because if any move in your variations doesn't work, like I will show you just here, there was no point to calculate the variation. White is thinking this pawn is weak, so I'm gonna go after it. I'm gonna play knight a4. So on the next move, I'm gonna take the pawn on c5. And then he started thinking, and he saw, yeah, but if I put my knight here, now he can push. And this is a fork between my knight and my queen. And then he found another move. He went like this, attacking both pieces. And he said, yeah, but that's fine, in his head, before playing actually knight a4, right? Yeah, but that's fine because I can play queen takes c5. And you believe here, black cannot take actually the knight. And you found an amazing variation because the queen is attacked. So you don't have time to actually take the knight. And if the queen takes the queen, the knight captures. And this position is amazing, right? This is what you thought. But there is only one problem, is that if you go in complicated variations, you increase the chances to make a mistake. Like here, because here black is totally winning. I told you there is a surprise in every position. Really hard to find, and I doubt that you can find it. This is a really beautiful move. Moving that rook on d6. Why? Because whenever this knight that is attacked right now moves, it means this queen is not defended. If this queen is not defended, I have a discovery, and I'm gonna go with a check here. That's insane. And this is how it went. Because if you go knight c3, now the queen is not defended, I go check. You have to take my rook. I give it to you. but you have to give me the queen. And you see, by going into a variations thinking we try to be fancy instead of going move by move. If you see what is just under your nose and playing one move at a time, already your level would increase dramatically. In this position, Reshevsky was a total genius. His opponent, playing with the black pieces, explained after the game that he was focusing on the fact that after this move, he was scared that Reshevsky would play this move, you take back, and then the rook infiltrates on the 7th rank, and then the knight can come here and here, etc. It turns out that Reshevsky in this position offered a draw, and Reshevsky didn't transform himself into a philanthropist. He wasn't playing for charity, let's just say. So why is Reshevsky offering you a draw in this position? It means that there is something. We have a GPS, an alarm system telling us, if you offer me a draw in a position where I think you're way better, start thinking, something is wrong, I missed something. And the player with black accepted the draw in this position. It was a draw. I'm pretty sure you guys are like, this is impossible, that at that level this happens. It was just simply knight takes pawn, king takes, queen takes, and it's also attacking the bishop. The king has to move, you take the bishop with check, the king has to move again, and look at this position. This is a total disaster. You can take this if you want with check, and totally winning for black. But again, he thought that Reshevsky couldn't miss such an easy move. Everybody can miss a move. And this game really explains how we are focused. This guy was just focused. This guy here was just focused on the fact he saw that he could take, the rook enters, and then this is a plan. We focus on a plan rather than focusing on a move. Next 200 games, next 50 games, focus on one move ahead. Look at what is under your nose. Don't try to be fancy and calculate difficult variations. And let me know how it goes with your rating, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna increase fast. See you in the next video.